So yeah, so extra night here tonight, and then we'll be setting off to the lakes tomorrow. So obviously I'll catch up with you when we get there tomorrow. See you in a bit. Do some videoing.
We didn't video the cherry bake, okay?
Oh no, we did. Never mind.
We'll have to do it when I get it out.
It's very nice, Lucy. Anyway, welcome back. Andy and Jill here.
Hello.
We're on the move again. We've now left Scotland. We're now bombing down the M6 to our next stop for the next 3 nights.
Yeah,
3 nights. At Meathop, get that right. Meathop Fell Caravan Motorhome Camp Club site. It's just outside Grangeover anyway. Grangeover Sands. So we had a nice time at Garliston. Weather was a bit naughty yesterday, as you'll see in my video. So that's why we decided to stay the extra night at Garliston. And we woke up this morning to glorious sunshine, and it's still glorious sunshine. A few white fluffy bits.
windy.
And a bit breezy, a bit blowy. But other than that, oh, the cows are sitting down. That's not a good sign, is it? So we had a quick stop off at Gretna Green. And for those of you that have probably either seen my Bimbles Trips and Tours, my second part of my trip, my little day out, we went to Gretna, not to do renewing our vows for our 40th wedding anniversary, which we could have done because it wasn't that busy. Anyway, so yeah, we stopped off at Gretna Green because I needed to get a Scottish flag for the van, or sticker for the van. We brought a new gin glass for Jill because I broke the other one. Lynching job that was.
Yeah.
But anyway, but we've actually got 2 for the price of 1. So.
Well, I wouldn't say it for the price of 1.
Well, no, maybe not for the price of 1, but anyway.
Quality.
Quality Dartington glass or crystal gin glasses, which I didn't think were too bad. They were £11 each, so you know.
And it's fainting now.
You got to pay for quality. So I've been told. Anyway.
You're not washing up them anymore.
No, I'm not washing them up anymore. So yes, so we just stopped off at Asda because we needed to get some dog food for Maisie Moo and a few other bits and pieces. Provisions. Tonight we're hoping to get a barbie sorted, if I can get it stoked up without too much effing and jeffing.
I'll have to video that.
Yeah. Jill just said she might have to video that if you didn't get that on the speaker. Anyway, so yes, so we're sort of sorted now for the next few days, hopefully, but we'll be going out and about, and hopefully on Sunday we'll be collecting our rings from Lakeland Rings. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Let's say the M6. So this part of the M6 is always never that busy, so it's not too bad. We've got about just a little less than an hour before we get to Meathop. So I'll say toodle-pip for now, and I'll do a little video once we get there. See you in a bit. Evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. How you doing? Well, you've probably just seen my update about, so we were on the M6 coming down to the lakes to Meathop. So we've now arrived, we've all set up as you can see with the van behind us. Lovely site here, I must admit, very nice, very well kept. It's lives up to its reviews that it's had. Let me just turn the camera around, you can have a quick look, see what we... So yeah, so here we go. So yeah, it's a fairly large site but quite compact. It is quite busy here, it is. So obviously it is Easter weekend coming up too, so because it's Maundy Thursday today, so... But yeah, so down there's a children's play area down there, you can probably hear them in the background. You can see that we're all set up. Maisie Moo sitting there, looking at me. Got the Barbie set up. We got what we got tonight. We got burgers, Wagyu burgers, and some chicken fillets in mango and chili, I think. So which is quite nice. Got them from Aldi on the way around. But yeah, no, it's a lovely site. I thought, but just quickly, I'll do a proper tour of it at some point. Here comes Jill, she's just been upstairs, just been up to the toilet to see what's going on.
I did talk to the pizza lady as
Have
well.
you?
Yeah, to get the gen.
Oh right,
What
okay.
you do.
Yeah.
So I've got her number because I already took the number, and then you text her what you want, what time you want it, and then she'll send you confirmation if she can get you that time. If she can't get you that time, she'll get nearest to that time.
Oh right, okay.
At the moment it's a 5 till 7 slot.
Yeah.
But if she gets more and more, she stays until she's finished.
Ah, cool. All right, okay.
And there's
So,
that meat feast,
Oh.
pepperoni.
Oh.
£13. I didn't think that was
That's
bad.
not too bad, is it really? At the end of the day, we're on holiday. So yes, so there we are. Well, there's a pizza wagon on site as well. There is a little kitchen. There is a little shop as well, apparently. For your basics, but yeah, no, it's a lovely little site. So, and as you can see, we've still got a bit of blue sky tonight.
About 7 showers, in the
Oh
ladies.
right, okay, yeah, it's probably about the same in the men's then.
Yeah, temperature in there is 22 degrees. It's really hot in
It
there.
is a bit hot in there, but you'll be thankful of that when it's not so warm. So yeah, so there we are. That's your showers. But yeah, lovely site. Let's come back to me. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do a bit more of an update tomorrow, being Good Friday, and probably even do a quick tour around the site just so you can see what we got here. So yeah, so it's JD o'clock and gin o'clock obviously, so we're gonna sit back now, chill out, cook the burgers, cook the chicken, and have our tea. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you later. See you in a bit. Hello, welcome back. It's Friday the 18th, so we're on day 5, yeah. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, no, day 6. We're on day 6 of our adventure here in KITT. We've just come back from a walk, and I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got back just in time. We've done a 6-mile walk down to the estuary overlooking Armside, and we're now back in the van. We're going to have a cup of tea and wait for this, we've got cherry bakewells, and we have a cherry bakewell cake which you can see we've already started. The limited edition, look, limited edition co-op cake.
Thank you, Lucy.
Which was bought by our friend Lucy. Thank you very much, Lucy. Much appreciated.
Definitely after a 6-mile walk.
Definitely after a 6-mile walk. We're now a bit of peckish. We did have some bacon butties and what have you this morning. Good courtesy of Mrs. Reynolds.
Thank you.
So yeah, so that's what we're having now.
We'll come back later, see what's for.
And then yes, later on, there is a pizza van that's on here that does pizzas on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, Friday and Saturday all the time, and it will come on a Thursday and a Monday if they get an order.
Did you get all that?
Yeah,
Yes, that's all right. No, well, you've got more information than I have.
Yeah, we've got pizza now.
So yeah, so as I say, you can probably hear the rain now. But unlike yesterday when we arrived, it was brilliant sunshine. Anyway, yep, so I'm going to have my cup of tea and a piece of cake, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. And we've got pizzas in, well, we've got to go collect the pizzas. I think we've got our order set for 6:45. Is it? Yeah, 6:45. Yeah. So yeah, so we'll go and pick that up, and I might just put a photograph of that on there, on this little lot. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what we've been up to today. So yeah, thank you very much for watching so far. Time for tea and cake. See you in a bit.
Well, got me in the picture, didn't it really?
Hello. Morning.
Morning.
Well, actually,
Afternoon.
it's actually afternoon. It's 11 minutes past 12. We've had a bit of a slow morning this morning. But we're on our last full day here in the Lake District at Mees Top, and we decided we'll go for a little walk down into Grange, which is about an hour from the campsite. So we thought, well, see if we can find. Oh, I hope that's not a dead. Oh no, it's not. It's like it's just curled up.
Oh,
I thought it was a dead one then.
No.
So yeah, so we're walking all the way down to Grange. They call it Grange. The locals call it Grange. The only problem is it's all road, it's country road. So and you can see got some sheep in the field there, look, and some little lambs. Oh yeah, so there's Jill, Maisie Moo. She's not too keen on roads, but she's not too bad at the moment. So, but yeah, it's about an hour's walk into the centre of Grange. So, but once we get nearer, there's a promenade that you can walk on that follows the edge of the estuary, or the River Kent. I've now found out that it's called the River Kent. Hence the viaduct that goes between Arnside and Grangeover Sands is called the Kent Viaduct. Oh, you live and learn, don't you? Anyway, I still haven't done the tour around the site yet, so hopefully if it stays dry I'll be able to do that a bit later on. Just take you a quick tour around and so you can see what it's like and what have you. But I have to say it's quite a nice little site. Probably footpath down there. Anyway, it's a nice little site. So they do cram them in though. It was getting quite busy. There's a few left today, but
Not been too bad.
Not been too bad.
Quite quiet considering.
It is really, yeah. Considering this is a full family affair with what have you, so there are children around, but they've not been too bad. So yeah, I'll come back to you maybe a little bit later on today. So see you in a bit. Bye. Welcome back everybody. Andy and Jill here. How you doing? We thought we'd just do a quick final thoughts on our little trip to Garliston and the Lake Districts that we've just had. As you can see by the background, we're not actually at home, and we've actually gone away for the weekend to Devon. So I thought, well, while we're here, we'll just have a quick catch up with you all and just finally finish off this little series of our adventures in KITT. So yeah, what did we think of the place? So we stayed at Garliston, which is a caravan motorhome club site. And yes, I've done Garliston properly. That was for the first 4 nights, wasn't it?
It was in the end.
Yeah, 4 nights. So we did 4 nights there because we extended it, because we were supposed to go to Falkirk, if you've been watching the video, but because the weather was not quite as good, as you can see the lovely clear blue sky that we've got at the moment. So yeah, so we thought, well, we did stay the extra night, fortunately.
They were very accommodating.
They were. That was the two site managers, Julie and Ian, wasn't it?
I think
yeah,
so,
Julie
yes.
and Ian.
Yeah.
Lovely couple. They were only like temporary looking after the site while the main site managers were away for a week. And yes, so they were able to make sure that we could stay for the extra night, so which was excellent. And then from there, then we went down to Meathop in the Lake District, just outside Grange over Sands, where we had 3 nights, wasn't it?
3 nights.
3 nights
yeah.
there, yeah. 3 nights at Meathop, and then obviously then we came home. So yes, so I thought we'd just have a quick sort of a resume of what we thought of both sites. So yeah, what did you think of Garliston?
Yeah, very nice, very clean, very tidy. The showers were good. They could probably do with upgrading a little bit. Unfortunately, in one of the blocks there was one that was out of order, but there was 2 blocks, so you had got another 2 showers in the other block if you wanted to. But because it's not a very big site, you're guaranteed to get a ladies' shower when you're in there. It's very warm and cosy in the ladies' toilets, which is nice, very nice. And obviously the view is lovely.
Oh God, yeah.
Open the tent and the view. When it's not raining, obviously, but even when it's raining, it's still nice. Still nice.
Atmospheric.
Atmospheric, yeah. Plenty of places to walk from there, so you don't have to keep going off and about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I must admit, out of the 2 sites, I did prefer Garliston, and it would be somewhere I think that we would return to. Not necessarily for any longer, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't want to go there any longer.
The 4 days was good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could almost use it as a stop-off if we wanted to go further into Scotland.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know where Garliston is, it's actually in Dumfries and Galloway. So it's in that bit that sticks out on the southwest coast of Scotland, just as you get out across the border. Just follow the M6 onto the A74 and you're there. But yeah, no, the site I thought was excellent. Didn't have an issue with it at all.
No.
I suppose the only issue we did have was the fact that there wasn't any shops, local shops to walk to.
No.
The nearest shops was in what was it called, Wigton. To be fair, it was only sort of 15-20 minutes up the road, but it had a decent co-op in there and what have you, and a few other shops. So if you wanted to get more provisions, then yeah, Wigton was the place to go. But other than that, there wasn't anything really in Garliston itself. There was a very nice pub, the Harbour Inn.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And there was a very nice cafe called the Beehive, where we had breakfast on our last morning there, and we went there for coffee, didn't we?
And cake.
Well, coffee and cake, which, you know, you've got to do that, haven't you? But no, again, very dog friendly. The pub's very dog friendly. So if you've got a 4-legged friend, then yeah, it's very friendly. And also Garliston, the site itself was very dog friendly. So yeah, so that was Garliston. Most definitely, I'd give that 10 out of 10 because it was an amazing site. Go away, Wasp.
Oh.
You're not having my Prosecco.
Go away. Thank you.
So yeah, what about Meathop?
Meathop.
Well, Meathop Fell, it was called, wasn't it?
Meathop Fell.
Yeah.
Trying to remember.
Was it that bad?
No, it wasn't that bad.
No,
it's just trying to give me a few minutes to remember.
All right. Well, I'll start off with that one. Then it might help you to kick in with your remembering. I mean, Meathop.
Oh yes, I remember now.
Yeah, it
with
was
the pizza.
The pizza, and the cherry bakells. Anyway, yeah, Meathop itself was a nice site.
Site.
Nice clean site.
Bigger.
it was a lot bigger than Garliston. They do tend to cram them in a bit, I think.
Yeah, geared up for families.
Yeah, it is more geared up with families. So there's a big play area and what have you. But again, it's dog friendly. Again, owned by Caravan, Motorhome and or club site. I mean, the toilet, the facilities there were excellent, as you would expect from that club.
Plenty of
from
showers,
a club site.
toilets.
Yeah, plenty of showers, plenty of toilets. I think we had showers there, didn't we?
Covered over washing facilities.
Yeah.
Laundry room. You name it, they've got it, haven't they? Really?
Yeah, exactly. So as far as the facilities were concerned, that was a lot. They were a lot newer than Garliston, and there was more. But yeah, but Meathorpe itself, a lovely little village. It was a bit of a. I think, you know, if there is only one way in and one way out. If you've got anything bigger than a camper van, so if you've got a caravan or what have you. But there is proper directions on the website and what have you when you book it. But yeah, and it was half hour. No, it was about an hour's walk, wasn't it? Was it about an hour?
To Grange over Sun.
To Grange.
Yeah, it depends how fast you walk.
Well, it depends how fast you walk. Yeah. So it was
nice walk. I know it's on the road, but it's not a very busy road, is it?
Not particularly. No, not particularly. No, it was. So yes, it was a nice walk into Grange, and once you get sort of like just past the golf club, then there's a path that leads onto the promenade, and you can walk all the way along the promenade to the other end of Grange. So yeah, it was a pretty good, really. So Grange itself is a bit of a tired town, I would say.
Yeah, I could do with a bit of.
But it's got your essentials. It's got a Costa, got a Costa coffee, and it's got a Co-op and a Tesco's.
Yeah, Co-op and a Tesco's.
So a small Co-op and a Tesco's Express. That's what they call them, those smaller ones.
Nice pubs.
Some nice pubs. Yeah. Quite a few. There are other cafes and what have you.
Coffee shops. Yeah.
Coffee shops and charity shops, but other than that, there's not a lot more in Grange really. But you get it on a nice day and walking on the promenade, and you get to look across the estuary to Armside, and that's quite nice as well. And you can catch the train from Grange to Armside, which is about a 10-minute train journey, if that. Armside we've been to before in the past, but it's very nice, so it's worth visiting Armside. Got a nice fish and chip shop there. But yeah, so. But other than that, I mean, Meathorpe is more geared up for families, as we said. But yeah, nice clean site. However, where we were actually parked up, our pitch and most of the pitches down our side, you do need some substantial ramps to level up your vans and what have you. There was quite a few people who turned up who just had silly little ramps and just didn't have any effect at all. But yeah, other than that, it was very good. Electric hookups were great.
What about the piece de resistance?
The piece de resistance? Do you mean the pizza?
Oh yeah, the pizza.
Yeah. Oh, there is a shop as well. There is a little
they have
shop
a few provisions in the
back
reception.
of reception area.
Yeah.
So again, if you've forgotten any basics, then you can get your basics there. But yeah, so the pizza. There is like a little pizza camper van sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it mainly does Friday, Saturdays,
Yeah.
but it will do a Thursday if they've got the orders in.
And it will do a Sunday.
And it will do a Sunday. So basically, what you do, there's a blackboard with a telephone number. You message
your order.
You message your order.
And what time you want it.
Yeah.
And you get a confirmation to say, yep, got your order. And they'll try and do it as close to your order time as possible, and then you just wait for them to say it's ready, and you just go and collect it.
Yeah.
And it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was nice. Yeah, it was
quite
lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Especially, you're on day 2 and you don't want to use all your provisions up.
Yeah.
You've been for a walk and stuff, and you come back and you got a bit of salad, but you've got nothing to go with it.
Yeah.
They also do some milkshakes and stuff for the kids.
Yeah, they do milkshakes.
Oh, did they do chips and garlic bread?
Pass. I think
they did
probably
garlic bread. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can definitely. But the pizzas were really nice.
Yeah.
They were really nice. proper pizzas. But yeah, she's really nice, the lady.
Yeah, she was really.
I can't think what it's called now.
No, I can't. No,
maybe put a link on when we.
Yeah,
when
I'll have a look, and then I'll put a link on the on this bit. Meathop Fell was a good site. Out of 10.
I mean, for the facilities, you give it quite high, 8 to 9.
Yeah.
But probably for us, we wouldn't give it as high because it's not really our style.
No.
We'd probably give it more a 7 over Garliston, which would probably go near 8 or 9.
Well, I've already scored it a 10.
Oh, you've gone a 10. Okay,
you weren't paying attention, were you?
No, I missed that bit.
I don't know why bother really.
I was having a snooze. Snooze then.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'd probably go with a solid 7 or 8.
Yeah.
For me, thought.
Only because we haven't got children. If you've probably got, you'd probably go a bit higher.
Yeah.
Because it's quite a safe site for kids to run around.
Oh God, yeah.
Go down to where the play area is.
Oh goodness.
They can ride their bikes round. Quite nice.
Yeah.
For their bikes and stuff. So they can keep themselves entertained while the parents are cooking and drinking. So yeah.
No. So yeah. So all in all, we had a great time.
Yeah. On to the next one.
On to the next one, which is we're going to Breen. We've been before down near Weston. Herne Lane. Again, it's another caravan motorhome club site, which we've been to before. Good facilities there, but obviously look out for that video because we'll obviously do a video for that.
Yep.
So really, it's just really a matter of signing off. But what I'm going to quickly do is show you where we are, very quickly. Because we've come away for the weekend because it's bank holiday weekend, May Day bank holiday.
May Day bank holiday.
And we've got this little bed and breakfast that was recommended by our friend Lucy. So thank you, Lucy, for that. So yeah, and it's in a place called South Pool, Pool. So yeah. So this is the South Pool. We've got some stepping stones. There's a ford there, but there is a bridge at the other end. Let me see if I can move out here. Bear with me 2 seconds without tripping over the chairs. So yes, so there's the bridge over, so you don't have to go through the ford. There is a pub down there. What's the pub called?
Oh, the Millbrook.
The Millbrook it's called. Nice little pub. We haven't been in there, to be fair.
No.
But you can get a meal in there, apparently, but you do have to book early.
Yeah, you have to book. It's not very big in there.
No, not very big at all. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. Pretty nice, idyllic site. The reason why we're here is because
we're getting married.
Yeah, we're getting married again. For those of you that do know us or that have followed anything that I've put on YouTube, it's our 40th wedding anniversary this year. Next weekend, the 11th of May. So we're actually here to have a bit of time together. And we're going to do some exchanging of rings tonight. We're going to a place called the Lobster Pot. Again, recommended by Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. We're going to say some words to each other, you know, be romantic and all that old malarkey. But for once. No, twice.
Oh, twice, yeah,
I was romantic on the wedding day.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
So yeah, so that's why we're here. And we've got some new rings which we'll show you and on, really. Yes. So anyway, so yeah, if you've liked what you've seen so far, you know what I'm going to say. Make sure you like the video. You also need to make sure you subscribe to our channel, Adventures in KITT. And once you've subscribed, you need to hit that notification button, because then that will give you a bit of heads up when there's new content going on channel. So from me and Jill, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll see you in the near future. TTFN.